Hey guys, it's Erin. Ignore the dishes in my sink, but welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day. This one's really exciting because I have found a new breakfast recipe that is just so immaculate, and I'm about to show you it and I'm so excited. So for breakfast, I am going to show you guys how to make birthday cake baked oatmeal, and it's so good. Preheat your oven to 375. Don't forget it because you'll be annoyed. You are gonna need oats. I'm using rolled oats, but you can use whatever. You're gonna need baking powder, but I have baking soda. So I'm gonna show you, there's like a little substitute with like lemon juice you can use, so that's what I'm doing. You're gonna need a 1/4 cup of cashews soaked overnight. You need 1 egg, a little bit of maple syrup. I'm using sugar-free. You are going to need some salt, some cinnamon, you need vanilla and almond extract, some sprinkles, of course, and then you're gonna need a little water. And then for the topping, you're gonna need some vanilla yogurt, and oh, not the almond, vanilla extract, more sprinkles, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of maple syrup. And I also like to add a little bit of protein powder to the cake and to the topping, just because. I'm going to add a serving size of oats. So for me, that's 1/3 cup. So we're gonna add that. Then you're gonna add 3/4 cup of water and your cashews. So there's some water in here already. So I'm just gonna add mainly the cashews, but then also add some water as well from this cup. So just a little, not too much. So now you're gonna add your baking powder, but like I said, I don't have it. So we're just going to add 1/4 cup, or no, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, a little. Boom. It's a lot stronger than baking soda is what I read, or baking powder, so you need like a lot less. Okay, and then we're gonna add an equal amount of lemon juice. That just like helps activate it, I guess. You can hear it foaming. It's like a science experiment in this thing. Now that that's blended, we are going to continue on. So we are going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This just kind of like brings out the sweeter flavors. Oh, that was already a little too much, so I'm not gonna add the full thing. Okay, I'm gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. I kind of like a lot of cinnamon though, so I'm just gonna kind of eyeball that. Now you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of the maple syrup. I'm also just gonna eyeball that. You're gonna need a teaspoon of your vanilla extract, so I'm just gonna use the cap. 1/4 teaspoon of the almond extract. And I've found after making this recipe a couple times, I don't like it as much when there's too much almond extract. So be very sparing with this unless you just like really like the taste. But this is what gives it that like birthday cake flavor. So I'm just gonna pour a little of that. So now we're gonna add just a little bit of protein. Now this is optional, but I just like it because I never get enough protein. I always say this. So I'm gonna do like literally less than half so it doesn't change the flavor too much. Pour that in there. Optional, you can add some sprinkles to this. I'm just gonna sprinkle some in there. Now you need to add this to an oven safe dish. So I'm just using this little white one, but just make sure because it is gonna go in the oven. You don't want it to like melt or burn or anything. And I'm just gonna add some more to the top. You're gonna wanna pop this in your oven. Oh, I spilled. You're gonna pop this in your oven for 20 minutes. So I'm gonna do that. And now for the frosting, we're gonna add, I'm just gonna do a full one of these. You're not gonna need a full one, but I guess maybe like, I don't know, a couple spoonfuls of yogurt. I'm using vanilla, but you could also just use Greek yogurt because we will be sweetening it up. Then you're gonna add just a dash of vanilla extract, a little bit of maple syrup. We're gonna add some cinnamon. Look what my roommates did, isn't that cute? Anyways, now I'm gonna let this cook for 20 minutes and then I will be back. Okay, wow. Do we see how good this looks? I'm about to let it cool for a little bit and then I'm gonna top it, then we're gonna eat it. It's cooled down now, so I'm topping it. And we're gonna put more sprinkles on top. I'm eating my first bite.
I think we should make it a reality.
And it's immaculate. Hi guys, it's a little bit later now and it is lunchtime. I'm gonna be making my favorite chopped salad. This is like a new recipe that I found the other day. It's not even really a recipe, I just kind of threw it together and it's so freaking good. So I'm really excited to show you. So what you need is whatever salad base you like. I'm using spinach and literally whatever veggies you have. I'm using edamame, shredded carrots, zucchini, and then I'm gonna put some sunflower seeds, and then you're gonna need some lemon juice. The key ingredient is toasted sesame oil. This is from H-E-B, but I think you can get it like most places probably. This really does the trick. So we're gonna start by literally just chopping all your veggies really fine, and then I'll come back after I do that. All my veggies are in the bowl. Go ahead and salt and pepper the bowl so that all my veggies have some seasoning. Then you want to get a little spoon. This will be important in just a sec. Hey, so stir that up, and then you're gonna take your lemon juice and just put a lot of lemon juice in there. Okay, if you don't know, oil can be very, very calorie dense. Like a tablespoon of this is 130 calories. So we're gonna use a little baby teaspoon because this honestly, this flavor goes a long way. And I'm a dressing girl, but you don't need much of this, like be satisfied. So we're putting just a little and get that in the bowl and mix it up. It's so pretty and green and colorful, which is what we like. 10 out of 10, you have to try it. It's dinner time, so I'm going to be making like a healthier alternative to pizza. So what I'm using, you've probably all seen this, honestly, it's not like original, but I'm using the flat out wraps as my crust. So it's like kind of a thin crust pizza. A little bit of mozzarella, some spinach, and I haven't really tried this yet, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. If you watched my last What I Eat in a Day, I showed you guys that healthier like Alfredo pasta. So I'm gonna try to make the sauce and put it on my pizza. So you need hummus, and I have nutritional yeast finally because I found some. I ordered on Amazon. And then I'm also gonna make some chicken to put on top. Looks gross right now. And then I'm also gonna make that salad that I made for lunch and put it on the side because I just really want that right now. So I'm gonna cook my chicken and then I'll be back to assemble. So I'm gonna do, this is just a little spoon, it's not a full tablespoon. So this is probably about a tablespoon of, maybe a little over a tablespoon of the hummus. I'm gonna pop this in the microwave for a little bit because usually when I put it on the pasta, it's warm. So it kind of starts to like melt a little bit. So I'm gonna put this in the microwave for just a little, and then, you know what? I think I'm gonna put a little bit of water and then I'm gonna put it in the microwave because that's normally how it is with the pasta. I only put it in for 30 seconds and it looks about good. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more hummus because it kind of got watery, but we probably won't use the whole thing. To season, well first we're gonna add nutritional yeast. Use as much as you want. I'm gonna put a pretty good amount because I want to have that little kind of cheesy flavor. Stir that in there. Now I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. Here's some salt from my pep. I don't have garlic hummus right now, so I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic. It's pizza, be generous with your garlic. Give her a little taste test. Whoa. That literally tastes like Alfredo sauce. Okay, I have my flat out on here. If you guys don't know, these are really, really good wraps because they're really long instead of just like circles. So they're easier to fold up, but they're only 100 calories, which is really awesome, and they taste really good. So let's get tapping. So first, we're gonna take our sauce, and I'm just gonna get that on there.
Get some good lighting.
Hey.
Hi, vlog. It's Grant. Yet again.
Back again. It's Grant. This is what I have so far.
What are we cooking?
Ooh, we're making a healthier pizza. Grant says ew.
Like, I feel like healthy sometimes is just like using real ingredients.
Okay, spinach on, I'm adding my cheese. And I'm gonna be very generous with her because I love cheese.
Cheese is good for the soul.
Cheese is good for my soul.
Is it nutritional?
And, nope. But that's alright. I'm gonna pop this in the oven. I'm gonna do like 400 degrees just so it's quicker, but I'm gonna only keep it in there for like 10 minutes. I'm just gonna watch it. Well, this is what she looks like. Oh, I forgot my chicken. Okay, update, chicken is on. So I'm gonna pop this in my air fryer because it also has a bake setting. And I'm gonna make it 400 degrees. And I'm just gonna watch it until it's like got golden brown. And then I think that should be about good. My salad is done, but I'm out of baby carrots, so I'm a little bit sad about it, but it's okay. It's still so yummy. All right, I'm getting her out. Oh, wow. All right, look at it. It's so cool. It's literally so good. Got the golden brown edges, boiled cheese. This is a very exciting meal for me. Okay, I already took my bite of my salad, and literally made it earlier, but I'm gonna take a bite of my pizza. It's a little floppier. Maybe I could have put it in for a little longer, I don't know, but then this is so good. I think I should have put it in just a little bit longer so the pizza would be a little crispier, but maybe for future reference, I would put the tortilla in for a little bit and then put the toppings on and then put it back in. Because I think if I had left it too much longer, everything would have burned a little bit. But if I had to put the tortilla in first, that would have really done it for me. But it is good. Hope you guys enjoyed another What I Eat in a Day. And I'm about to go film my most requested video, my How I Lost My Freshman 15 video. It's probably already up by the time you're watching this, so I'll link it below. Everybody's been requesting it. Anyways, love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.